guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. Today I am going to be going through the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner with you. Now I do have a video of the full 2024 Power Sheets. I am so excited about the Power Sheets for 2024, which sounds crazy to even say. I got the crocus version, which is so pretty in person. I am usually a green, teal, that colorway is typically what I choose, but this year I did go with the purple and I'm really excited about it. If you want to see my full review and walkthrough, I will leave a link in the description box for you. Now, I did not buy the 90-day Power Sheets this time. I only got the full year Power Sheets, I got the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner, and I got the season by season weekly planner, which is new, and I will have a video for that up soon as well. But I am going to kind of share some of the features in the 90-day goal planner with you as I'm going through the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. The difference between the 90-day Power Sheets and the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner is that this has weekly layouts, undated weekly layouts, and this is obviously a daily planner. So we are going to go through it together. This is the Ivy. Is that what they've called it? I feel like that might be what they call it. If I'm wrong, I will insert what this is actually called. I know they have a lavender one as well, I believe. Now that I'm saying that, I'm not sure. So the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner does come in 2 binding options. You can either get this gold O-ring coil or you can get a bound version. The 90-day goal planner, 90-day Power Sheets goal planner is only in this bound version, but the cover colors are the same. So let's get into this and see what it is. It does come with this little bookmark, which the Power Sheets, my Power Sheets didn't come with a bookmark. I don't know if that's just a daily and weekly planner thing. I'm not sure yet. So it says Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. This intentional season belongs to, and this is a 90-day planner. This is not a full year. They do also have a full year daily planner. Again, I did not purchase that. The season by season daily planner. It is gigantic. This is the 2023 version, so I will probably refer to this a little bit, I would say. Oh, yep, see, there's the bookmark. So it probably only comes with the planners and not with the Power Sheets. Welcome to a new season, your season to cultivate what matters. With the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner, you'll set, plan, and track progress toward the goals that matter most, big or small, the things that you've always wanted to do. Get ready to see meaningful results with our simple process. Uncover what matters, break it down, live it out. And then, okay, it does have some, okay, this is interesting. Okay, it has prep work in it. Come alive again. Now I'm going to have to take out my full year Power Sheets and see. Okay, so see, this is going to be very similar, I think, to the 2024 yearly version. So what I'm going to say is that the prep work that is in this Fresh Start Daily, the prep work is going to be the same in the 90-day Power Sheets Goal Planner, but the 90-day Power Sheets is weekly and the Fresh Start is daily. So come alive again, name what fires you up. This is not dot grid the way that it is in the yearly Power Sheets. Good things, lessons, challenges, and gratitude. Evaluate where you are now. So these are the categories for the Cultivated Life Evaluation: community, family, finances, health and wellness, home and spaces, spiritual and personal growth, work and learning. And this year they took out fun and recreation, and instead they have given you a blank space. Now, I said this in my review of the yearly Power Sheets. I do not set my goals in these particular categories. I do set some goals within these categories, but I sometimes name them different things, and I don't necessarily have like one goal in community, one goal in family. I just write my goals a little bit differently. But I think that if you are struggling to figure out how to set up goals, this is really helpful. And having this blank space is also really helpful. I would most likely use this for homeschooling. It's also what I said in the yearly review that I did, because homeschooling does end up being a category that I set goals in each year, just to make sure that I am doing the things that I really want to do. So evaluate where you are now, you give yourself a rating, and then you can write a few thoughts about where you are at this point in time. Cultivate your mindset. Have you ever felt like too much or not enough? What you believe about yourself, your life, and the people around you shapes how you spend your time and the goals you achieve. It gives you a space to write what your negative mindset is and then how you can reframe it into a positive mindset. And I really like that they have a lot of examples within the power sheets this year. I feel like they've really tried to make sure that you are understanding how to use the pages. Now, I said in my yearly review that I wish there were lines here, and there are lines in the Fresh Start Daily Planner, so that is really good. Then it gets to name what matters, dig in, you know what matters in the big picture, and you're ready to make some decisions. There's some blank space here. What I'm saying yes to, what I'm saying no to. Again, there are the lines, which are not in this section. There are more examples and a little bit more prep work in the yearly planner, but this being a 90-day planner is going to allow you to do the same prep work every quarter. So every 3 months, you will have the opportunity to redo your prep work. The next section is choose your focus. So they're skipping out on the My Most Purposeful Year, which makes sense, and instead going right to choose your focus. And here they talk about the different types of goals, big dreams, finish lines, and habits, what those are, and then a section to brainstorm your goals within the different categories with, again, this blank category. Now, they have color-coded these for you, but it is a small flag, so you could always use your own color over here. I think that you could put the little dot stickers, the color-coding dot stickers, and that would cover this flag if you wanted to do that. There's not a ton of space. I noticed this in the yearly power sheets as well. There's not a ton of space to flesh out all of your own ideas, but there is so much information on how to use the planner and how to write goals and how to use attending list and all of those things. So I think that there is plenty of good coaching to get you through to write the goals that you need for the season. Then it says my goals this season, and there's space for 8 goals. And then you move it into this break it down section, which is new. I think this is great. They tell you how to write attending lists, what the different pages are for, how to use the different pages. And they have come up with this Bloom acronym, which is new this year. They say it's their version of SMART goals. So it is break it down little by little, on purpose, on a schedule, and measurable. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of a different frame of reference, because sometimes it is challenging to write SMART goals. I've always had trouble with SMART goals, especially the time-bound element. Even though this does have an on a schedule element, I am always looking at progress in particular areas of my life, and how I do that can be different within different seasons. So break down your goals into specific actionable steps. Little by little, make consistent progress. On purpose, align your goals with who you want to be and what matters most to you so that you can spend your time with intention. I think that's incredibly important. You need to make sure that your goals do align with the person that you want to be, the person that you want to become. On a schedule, give your action steps and goals a due date. I think that this is applicable to some goals, but not all goals. And that is kind of my struggle with the time-bound element of SMART goals as well. Measurable, name an endpoint for your goal so that you know when you've accomplished it. And then on this side, the live it out, it talks about how to use the monthly calendar pages, daily calendar pages, monthly planning pages, and the tending list, and how to create a tending list, which I think is really helpful. I know that people struggle with fleshing out their goals. And so I think that all of the teaching within both the Power Sheets and this Fresh Start Planner, as well as the 90-day goal planner, the weekly version, I think that that is so helpful. I have been writing goals forever, so I don't necessarily feel like I need help creating a tending list, because I kind of pick and choose the things that are most important to me and that will help me make the most progress on my goals. Then we move into these goal action plans, and I think that these are incredibly helpful quarterly. And in fact, in 2021, they did have goal action plans in the seasonal refresh sections of the Power Sheets, and I really, really love that. That was my most successful year ever using Power Sheets. It was 2021. I don't know why it was, but I do chalk a lot of that up to me really deep diving on my goals seasonally. And so because they took that away last year in 2022, they took away those goal action plans. I print out these action plans. It's a wildcard page from Goal School that you get access to when you purchase the Power Sheets. And I use these all the time to, I put my goal up at the top, and then I write my mini goals and my steps associated with those mini goals. And this is very helpful. So the fact that in the 90-day Fresh Start Planner, you have these goal action plans, I think that is so helpful. What I want, write your goal for the season ahead. Why are you motivated to achieve it? What I can do, the area, if you're using the cultivated life evaluation categories for goal setting, you check off which ones or one the goal is a part of. What does success look like for this goal in 90 days? What might get in the way of making progress? How will you have fun with this goal along the way? And then on this side, what I will do, you break your goal down into what you're going to do month 1, month 2, and month 3. Whereas in the yearly version, it has season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that this is very valuable to be able to outline your goals for the year and what particular parts of your goal you hope to work on. But I think this is more helpful because when you're working on goals, you really are only able to work in about 90-day chunks. So while it's good to have this section, I think it'd be difficult to really flesh out your goal for seasons 2, 3, and 4, unless it's a goal that you know you're not going to start until maybe the third quarter of the year, because you don't know how season 1 is going to go yet. So you kind of need to wait to see season 1 before you can do 2, 3, and 4. And I mean, sometimes there are particular things, especially if you are writing goals with a time-bound element to them, then you will know, okay, well, I know that in October it's Lucy's birthday, and so we're going to be doing X. Now, that's not necessarily goal related, but it's kind of gives you an idea if you know, okay, I have to have this done by this time. Or if one of your goals is something like reading the Bible chronologically, so you know the books of the Bible that you're going to get through in season 1, season 2, season 3, and season 4. But I really do like this 3-month version. Now, the goal action plans in the 90-day, the old 90-day goal planner, the 90-day Power Sheets goal planner, these are the old version. They are going to look the same as this one. But this is last year's version. So, and this is what I have available, but they give you space for 8 goal action plans in the 90-day Power Sheets, and they are going to give you space for 8 goals in the Fresh Start Daily Planner. Now, there are a lot of bright colors in this, the same as the yearly planner, and I know that it's going to also translate into the 90-day power sheets as well. Some of these sections are still quite subdued, like with the peachy overlay and the peachy background on some of these. That is also in this as well. I wish that it was a little bit brighter, but I am happy that they have brought back some of the bright colors of years past. So then you get into make it easy to remember. This work you're doing is making a difference. Keep going. In the thick of it, it's not always easy to remember what matters most. On top of the bustle of life, your brain may rebel when you set a new goal or change your behavior, preferring to stay in its comfort zone. Because of this, you'll need boosts of energy to keep up your momentum. And then it talks about choosing a single word. It doesn't give you a whole lot of space to flesh out choosing a word. And I did mention this in my review of the yearly power sheets as well, that typically in the fall, that's when I start to have words come to me and I start to jot them down, not to really consider them, but just to have them in a place so that when I start to do my prep work, I kind of already have a word that I'm using, and I filter my goals through that word. So when I do my prep work, I tend to start, I would say most of the time, most years, I start out with my word of the year. So they have the word of the year at the end after your goal action plans, but I would almost try and do this a little bit earlier in your prep work, because I think oftentimes the word can really help you with the wording of your goals as well. So then it has my word of the season, why I chose this word. Then this is also a new thing in the yearly power sheets, weekly rhythm ideas. I love this. I talked a little bit about this in the yearly review as well. I have a whole workshop in my membership community going through a time inventory, figuring out how to make a realistic ideal rhythm for the season and how that translates into your life and how you can use that. So I love that they have these for each season. Obviously, there's only one in the 90-day fresh start. I'm assuming that there is also going to be one in the 90-day power sheets. And there is one each season in the yearly version. So it does have a little note section on the side. The lines are quite small. You're gonna have to write pretty small, but I love this. I really love this quite a bit. You have a nice dot grid page that's this deep emerald green color. It's beautiful. There are core truths spread throughout all of their planners. This one says, goals grow and we pursue progress, not perfection. Then you're going to have your monthly layout. So this says, start your month well, fit your fresh start daily planner to your goals with wildcard pages available at cultivatewhatmatters.com. So you can write the month and you can either brainstorm or use a wildcard page or really do whatever you want here. Now, again, this is an undated planner. It does start with Sunday, so you can start this at any point in the year, and you have to write, your monthly calendar in here. It does have a little note section on the side, and then you get to this monthly reset tending list page. So they are taking out one of my favorite new features in the yearly version, which is, let me see if I can find it, this break it down section, which comes right before the tending list. I love this section, but it is not in this fresh start planner, and so I'm assuming it's also not in the 90-day power sheets goal planner. I'm assuming that this is going to have a very similar layout with all the prep work and the monthly pages, monthly tending list for the 90-day power sheets and the fresh start. So it has a monthly reset section, important to-dos, goals to make progress on my calendar, on my mind, and they have come up with this cultivated life evaluation check-in for each month, which I think is really good. You're not really going to need it on the first month because you will have done that in your prep work. You go through and you do your cultivated life evaluation. So this is kind of just transferring this to here, but it's just a space to give yourself a number grade for the previous month, and so that you can feel good about going into the new month. And then here's your tending list. There is no daily section down here like there is on the yearly version. So there are no daily action items and habits, and I'm assuming it's because this is a daily planner, whereas this is a monthly planner. There are no weekly or daily layouts. It's just the goal planning and the prep work. So you have your encouraging words, your priority, monthly action items and progress bar, and then weekly action items and rhythms, and then a place to check off the week. And they give you 5 boxes because some weeks are 5-week months. You have 8 monthly action item spaces and 8 weekly action item spaces. Then you have a blanks page and a dot grid notes page. And then you get into a weekly refresh section. And so each week you will have this weekly refresh. What's ahead? Note important projects, deadlines, and events, goals to focus on, brainstorm action steps for the week ahead, and then schedule them on your daily pages, and then habits to tend. Instead of having a yes and no list each week, they are giving you a habits to tend section. Now, this is what this looks like as well. Let me just open up. So last year in the daily season by season, they had what matters most this week, which they still have. And then they had an I'm saying yes and I'm saying no to. And instead of that, they have this habits to tend with 4 spaces to write out habits that you want to work on in the coming week. The layout for the daily is exactly the same as the dated season by season planner, but it's undated. So you can circle which day of the week, you have your priorities, you have your time blocking or your hourly schedule. And then down here it says tend my goals, express gratitude, and encourage someone, which is the same as over here. And then today's win. And obviously you can write the actual date up at the top. So the difference between the 90-day fresh start daily planner and the season by season daily planner is going to be the prep work for the goals. There is no prep work in this. This is just a daily planner. It does have a weekly rhythm ideas for the season section, and it does have a lot of blank space to write notes, but the general layout of the planner itself is just going to be, it's going to be the same. The my upcoming week, and then your daily layouts. And so this is essentially a daily planner, but also has all of the goal information within it, all of the prep work so that you can make your goals. And so there are no tabs in this, but it does have a colorful divider page at some point, which divides the month. So you will go through, and each week you get a weekly refresh, and then you have your 7 days of daily planning pages. And then you get a new weekly refresh and the 7 days of planning pages until you get to the end of the month. And then you will have a month in review section, which is the same as the yearly power sheets, your notes section, your colorful dot grid, and then you move into your next month. And then again, you're going to have your monthly calendar, you're going to have your monthly reset and your tending list with the monthly action items and weekly action items. You're going to be able to have some blank space, which you can use wildcard pages for or make notes or whatever you want. And then you move into your weekly refresh and your 7 daily planning spreads. So this is really, really nice. Now my pages are sticking together because this is a brand new planner that I have not opened up at all. And then you get to your 3rd month. So this again, 3-month planner, month in review, notes, new month, monthly calendar, monthly reset, your tending list, your blank notes pages, your weekly refresh, and then your daily planning pages. And so that is the Fresh Start Daily Planner. I love this. I think it is very helpful. I think 90-day goal planning is awesome, especially if you have a lot of things you are working on for a particular year. Now, this is going to be a little bit more expensive overall. The Fresh Start daily is going to be $32. So if you were to buy 4 of these, you're going to be spending $128. Is that right? Yes, $128. I had to stop and think about my math for a second. So it is a little bit more expensive than just buying the power sheets. However, you are getting daily planning pages within this Fresh Start planner, and I think that is very valuable. I already have planners and I have daily planners. If this was on a coil and not on the O-ring binding, I might be persuaded to switch because I really like this a lot. At the end, you have your 90 days in review, favorite memory, best thing I read or listened to, favorite habit, person I'm most grateful for, most memorable adventure, song on repeat, milestone celebrated, best meal or recipe, biggest change, most surprising goal progress, most beautiful sight I saw, best blank. This is the same as at the end of the yearly power sheets. Let me see if I can get to that section. So they have this section in the back of the year in review as well, but they also have each month for a year in review, but this is just 90 days. And I actually kind of like that it's 90 days because it gives you a little bit more memory keeping options as you're going through this. And then you have some notes pages in the back. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot grid notes pages, which you could use for whatever you want. And then you did it and you can get a new planner. I love this. I really do. I'm so pleased with this Fresh Start planner. And I think that it's really the best of both worlds because it has all of the goal information in here, but you can also have all of your plans in here, which that is really helpful. I love the weekly refresh. I kind of do something similar, but not as structured with my daily planning. I use an Erin Condren Life Planner daily planner, and there is a blank lined page between Sunday and Monday each week, and I use that to brain dump everything. So that is very similar to this, but I love that it also has a habit section that you can focus on for just a week. I think that's really helpful. And I love how this starts at 5 a.m. and goes to 10 p.m. and it has half-hour blocks. It has like a lighter line between it. That is awesome because I think that sometimes, I think mine goes 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. with a couple extra lines. So it actually can go, I think, until 8 or 9. But I wake up earlier than 6, so having it start at 5 a.m. is really helpful. I like that it has a to-do list section. I like that it has a to-win section. Overall, I'm really pleased with this Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. Again, you can either get it with the O-ring, the gold O-ring, or you can get it bound like the 90-day power sheets. It's essentially the same size. And so even though I don't have the current 90-day power sheets, I think that what you're going to see is that this prep work is going to be exactly the same in the 90-day power sheets. The only difference is that this is a weekly planner. And so you still have your blank month, and then you get into the tending list section, which is most likely going to be exactly the same as the Fresh Start, and then your notes pages, and then your week of. Again, this is an undated calendar, so you write week of, and then it's horizontal planning, which is not my preferred way of planning. I much prefer a vertical planner, but this gives you the opportunity to have your week at a glance. It has a to-do list, it has a notes section, and that is how the 90-day power sheets is. It's a weekly planner. The Fresh Start is daily. The 90-day power sheets is weekly. They are both undated. You can only get the 90-day power sheets in the bound version though. And the 90-day is $28, so a little bit less than the Fresh Start Daily. But overall, I think that this is such a great option. I think it's great if you struggle with goals throughout the year. It kind of makes you rethink your prep work or only look at 3-month chunks instead of trying to process a full year. Again, if you are looking for help with goal setting, I really recommend the book, The 12-Week Year, which talks a lot about 90-day goal planning and the science behind it and why it works and just, you know, how your brain works and all of that stuff. So I definitely recommend that if you're thinking about a 90-day goal planner instead of the full year version. Now, again, this is a daily, and not everybody needs that much space, the same amount of space that this gives you, but I think the fact that it has the weekly refresh and the daily planning pages, I think that is just so awesome. So this is the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner with a little bit of the 90-day Power Sheets Goal Planner sprinkled in. Again, the cover options are the same as the Fresh Start, but the 90-day Power Sheets is a weekly, an undated weekly, and the daily goal planner obviously is daily. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have questions about anything that I talked about in this video, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. These will go on sale on October 4th. I will have links and everything listed in the description box for you. Thank you again so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.